My ex-girlfriend couldn't get home during a storm, so I invited her to stay at my place. When I joked, I only have one bed, she shocked me by saying, "Why not? I've endured 10 years without you." Now, I'm left wondering what she really meant. I'm 32 and single, watching all my friends get married while I'm stuck thinking about the one who got away. Susan and I dated through high school and college, but I destroyed everything during our senior year. She was brilliant, attending a top university, landing her dream job early. Meanwhile, I was at a mediocre school, unemployed, drowning in rejection letters. Instead of being happy for her, I became consumed with jealousy. The final fight was brutal. I accused her of looking down on me, called her a goody two-shoes for trying to help, said things I can't take back. She finally had enough and walked away. I don't blame her. After graduation, I heard through mutual friends that she'd gotten married and moved to Chicago. Part of me was relieved. At least she was happy somewhere far away from the mess I'd made. 3 weeks ago, I ran into her at a coffee shop. She looked stunning, more mature, but there was sadness in her eyes. That's when she told me her husband had passed away 4 years ago, and she'd just moved back to town. We had this awkward, small talk, but I could tell we both wanted to say more. The weight of our history hung between us like a wall I'd built with my own stupidity. Last Tuesday, a massive storm hit our city, the kind that shuts down everything. Trains stopped, buses packed, taxis nowhere to be found. I was walking home from work when I spotted a familiar figure huddled at the train station. Susan was soaked to the bone, on her phone trying to find a hotel room. Everything was booked solid. She looked miserable, shivering in her wet coat. "Susan!" I called out. She looked up, and for a second I saw the girl I used to know. "Jack, this storm is insane. I can't get home, and there's nowhere to stay." Without thinking, I blurted out, "You can crash at my place." The words hung in the air. Why would she trust me after what I'd done? But she looked so desperate, so cold. "Really? You'd do that?" Her voice was barely audible over the wind. "Of course. Come on." The walk to my apartment was mostly silent, both of us drenched, despite my umbrella. When we got inside, I grabbed towels and some of my clothes for her to change into. "Bathroom's down the hall. Take a hot shower. You're freezing," I said, trying to act normal while my heart was racing. When she emerged 20 minutes later, wearing my old college sweatshirt and pajama pants, I nearly lost it. She looked exactly like she did when we'd studied together in my dorm room all those years ago. I was setting up blankets on the couch when I made the comment that changed everything. "Fair warning, I only have one bed, so you're stuck with the couch. Hope that's okay." I was trying to lighten the mood, make things less awkward. Susan stopped folding the towel and looked at me with this expression I couldn't read. Her eyes seemed to search mine for something. "Why not share it?" she said quietly. "I've endured 10 years without you." Time stopped. Was she talking about the bed? Or was there something deeper in those words? The way she said endured, like it had been painful to be apart. I stood there like an idiot, holding a pillow, trying to process what she'd just said. "Susan, I never got over you, Jack." The words came out in a rush. "I married Alan because I thought I should move on. He was a good man, and I cared about him, but I never stopped thinking about us, about what we could have been if you hadn't pushed me away." My chest felt like it was going to explode. "I was an idiot. I was scared you were too good for me, so I sabotaged everything before you could realize it yourself." She stepped closer. "I knew you were scared. I just wished you'd trusted me enough to tell me instead of attacking me." "I've regretted those words every day for 10 years, I whispered. That's when she reached up and touched my face. "Then maybe it's time we stopped running from this." The storm outside raged on, but inside my apartment, something that had been broken for a decade was finally starting to heal. We talked until dawn, sharing everything we'd kept buried. She told me about her lonely marriage, how she'd named her cat after me. I told her about the dating apps I'd deleted because no one compared. When morning came, we were curled up together on my bed, fully clothed, but closer than we'd been in years. We didn't sleep on the couch that night.